Live is sponsored by the businesses, organizations, and groups featured in this program. The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect that of WPDE ABC 15, WWMB CW21, or its employees.
You're watching Carolina and Company Live, your source for fun, entertainment, and events. With your hosts, Cecil Chandler and Amanda Sellers. If it's happening in the area, it's on Carolina and Company Live.
Welcome to Carolina and Company Live. That's right, flying solo today with Cecil, taking a few days off to spend with his grandkids. We've got a great show lined up for you for today. And from what I think is going to happen, it's going to get a little bit warmer, but we're going to find out all that in just a second. Zach, please tell me there's some good news out there with warm weather.
Well, Amanda, we've actually got warmer temperatures right now across the area. The mid to upper 50s, low 60s, even some mid 60s there right along the Grand Strand, 65 in North Myrtle and 66 in Myrtle Beach. These temperatures will be on the rise. The one thing you may have noticed is the wind speeds have significantly decreased from yesterday. No longer are we seeing gusts up to 20 and 30 miles per hour. Instead, we're seeing winds sustained about 5 to 7 inland and around 10 at the coastline. That was the forecast so far. It's been pretty accurate. In fact, that's going to really be the trend for the rest of the day. And by this evening, right before sunset, the winds are going to begin to shift out of the southeast. It's actually due to that area of high pressure. You see, air rotates clockwise around a high. Right now with the placement over Atlanta, we're getting a north wind, but as that high continues to push off the coastline later today, we'll be on the west side of the high, inducing a southeast and southerly wind as well. All right, temperatures this afternoon, yeah, we're already in the 50s and 60s. Again, our forecast right on target. We're up into the 60s later on this afternoon, 65 here by the 4 p.m. hour, and then 62 by 6 o'clock. Plenty of sunny skies. We're also going to have clear skies later on tonight as well. For inland locations, again, we're in the 50s right now, around 59 degrees, but we're going up into the 60s later on today, 64 and then 67 by this evening, still dealing with those sunny skies as well. Our next major storm maker coming out right now through the Pacific Northwest. It's that swirl, that cinnamon roll-like swirl, moving onshore across the Pacific Northwest with widely scattered showers and some mountain snows above 7,000 feet. This is our next coast-to-coast spring storm system. It will move onshore today, but continues to push across the Central Plains tomorrow and arrives to the East Coast by Sunday. Pause it here at 8 a.m. Saturday, beautiful, but by Sunday, the clouds will begin to increase across the area from west to east by mid to late morning, and the rain will begin to arrive between the 3 to 4 p.m. hour, exiting the coastline by midnight, and by Monday morning to early afternoon, the clouds should begin to clear out. The question is, how much will they clear out? I'm going partly cloudy skies on Monday for the Grand Strand, mostly sunny inland. Until that point in time, we are dry through Saturday. Temperatures back up into the 70s. Only about a 40 to 50% shot of some showers again after 3 to 4 o'clock on Sunday. Tuesday, that's a new coastal low, more than likely riding up the coastline. Right now, models have been back and forth, but we've had a little consistency over the past 24 hours of Tuesday's storm system being a significant one when it comes to rainfall totals. Right now, estimates indicate some pretty hefty totals, which would reduce pollen for maybe a week. So if that trend continues, expect Tuesday to be kind of a washout.
All right, a little bit warmer, that's all I can ask for. Okay, our lineup for today, the Hollywood Minute, followed, of course, by our video of the day, and then we're going to tell you your favorite celebrities' birthdays. We've got our app of the week for all you techies out there. And, of course, today's guest, we've got Healthy Concepts. They are here. The Myrtle Beach Pelicans, they're going to be here, too. We're going to be talking about a place in Myrtle Beach called Charlie's Place. And, of course, Tim is here to tell us the newest theatrical play he has on. All that and more after your Hollywood Minute.
What are you people? It's us. Without spoiling anything, Jordan Peele says he's open to another movie in what he calls the Us-verse. Peele tells Polygon he created a detailed mythology for the film's world, but he's wary of sharing too much. Quote, "When it's all wrapped up neatly and perfectly, it alleviates the fear. I don't want to do it." K-pop boy band BTS has dropped a music video for Persona, the first song from their forthcoming 7th studio album. Here's a listen. Map of the Soul hits physical and digital shelves on April 12th.
Freddie, concerning your private life. What more do you need to know? I make music.
Bohemian Rhapsody took flack from some critics who felt it minimized Freddie Mercury's sexuality. Apparently that wasn't enough for Chinese censors. Moviegoers who saw the film in Chinese theaters claim key scenes about Mercury's sexuality and AIDS diagnosis were cut or muted. At least Rhapsody got a Chinese release. Oscar winners Call Me By Your Name and Moonlight, both with gay themes, never made it to Chinese theaters. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
All right, our video of the day. A teacher in Texas, she loved her students' artwork so much, she decided to wear it. Check this out. A fashion statement comes straight from the creative minds of Rebecca Bonner's elementary art class. Bonner is a teacher at an elementary school in Highland Village. Now, she encouraged all 580 of her students to draw on her white dress with markers, and Bonner loved it. The result, and you can see right here, her daughter posted a picture of it online, and of course it went viral. Just a wonderful way for her to support her kids. I think it's awesome. What a great art teacher. Let's talk about today. Today is Thursday, March the 28th, and it is Eat an Eskimo Pie Day, and also Something on a Stick Day. We know Cecil wrote that, so there you go. Birthdays for today. Let's talk 1955. Reba McEntire, 64 years old. She had more than 3 dozen #1 albums before fame. She sang with the Singing McEntires. 1970, Vince Vaughn, 49 years old. Movies Wedding Crashers, Old School, and The Lost World, Jurassic Park. 1986, there she is, Lady Gaga, 33 years old. First recording artist in history to have more than 3 singles sell more than 4 million copies each. Also the movie A Star is Born. All right, in history today, 1963, Alfred Hitchcock's the movie The Birds was released. Some of you may remember that. Also in 1963, the ALF's New York Titans, guess who they became? They became the New York Jets. And of course, our know-it-all department today. So metal was really scarce during World War II. Does anybody know what Oscars were made of during that time? Anybody? Oscars, the Oscars that are given out. They weren't made of metal. What were they made of? They were made of wood. How about that? A little know-it-all department for you today. We've got a great show lined up. We'll be right back.
Control your smartphone using your voice. See how? After our advertiser. Google's new Voice Access app lets you control your phone with verbal commands. It's designed to help people with disabilities. Once the app is set up, numbers appear next to the items on your screen. Say the number to select the option. It's the equivalent to tapping the icon. For example, to send a text message, say 15, 9, 11. Can you go to the movies tomorrow? 8. Voice Access helps anyone that might have trouble typing on a small screen. I'm Francie Black. For a full list of Voice Access commands and direct links, visit techtangotoday.com.
All right, it is baseball time. Once again, the Myrtle Beach Pelicans talking about their opening night coming up soon. Kristen, of course, is with me. All right, let's talk baseball. I know you guys are excited, and I know you've been working really hard getting this season ready.
Yeah, today is actually opening day for Major League Baseball,
sure
which why I've got my Cubs hat on, co-branded.
Right. Okay.
So go Cubbies today at the Texas Rangers at 4 o'clock, so tune in. But yeah, we're a week away from opening day, so it's hard to believe that we just wrapped up, the 2018 season, and it's always here before you know it, but it's right on top of us.
Absolutely. All right, talk about opening night. Anything special happening at Pelicans Field that evening? And of course, all the things you can find when you come see.
Yeah, for sure. Opening night, there's no better way to open a season than with a Thirsty Thursday. So all of those favorite specials coming back, your $1 beer, $2 cans, $2 wine, magnet schedule giveaways, right? Like be one of the first 1,000 through the gates. You're going to get that magnet you can throw on your fridge so you know when the games are all season long. And, you know, what's opening night without a fireworks show?
Of course, and you know everybody loves the fireworks. Food, baseball, and fireworks. There's really nothing better. All right, we talked about an exhibition that you guys have coming up. Tell me what that is. What's happening?
So this coming Tuesday, we're actually going to be playing an exhibition game with the Charleston River Dogs. They are the affiliate of the New York Yankees. So I know there's a lot of Yankee fans in the area. This is a chance to come out to the ballpark and see your future Yankees in person.
Okay,
So,
very.
That will be at 6:30 on Tuesday.
This Tuesday coming up.
This coming Tuesday.
6:30, and then of course the 4th is going to be 7:05. And you're ready to go. Awesome. Well, I mean, it seems like you guys are ready for your season. Talk about the team. Is the team ready?
We haven't seen the roster yet. The guys are still in Arizona at spring training. We've heard some whispers and rumors that we are supposed to be very good this year. So we're looking forward to the talent. We've been very fortunate to see some really talented guys come through the system. You talk about guys like David Bodie, who, hint, hint, we have a fun announcement we're going to make about him this afternoon.
Awesome.
Stay tuned to social at
social media, right?
2 o'clock social, yeah. You know, Ian Happ, those types of guys. So we expect to see some really talented folks continue to come through on the roster.
How many games do you have coming up this season?
70 home games, 71 if you count the exhibition games. So there are plenty of opportunities, but they go fast. There's something going on every single night. And you know, we talked about everything that's happening on opening night, but we do have a few new tricks up our sleeve, stuff that we don't want to share just yet.
Okay.
We want you to experience it in person, but it's going to be a really fun summer.
That means that you get to come back and tell us more about it.
Absolutely.
How about that? All right, check it out. The Myrtle Beach Pelicans opening day, of course, today, and opening night for them on the 4th. We'll be back. All right, the Theater of the Republic, Tim is with us, telling us all kinds of awesome plays, musicals, and everything happening right there. Tim, tell us, okay, your season, we're going to be starting into a new season coming up soon. What are you finishing up right now? And what can people
this weekend's our last weekend for Come Back to the Five and Dine Jimmy Dean, which is going to run Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The audiences are loving it. And then starting May 1st, we're doing a show called It Should Have Been You. It's a musical comedy. It is about a Jewish girl marrying a Catholic boy. The parents do not like each other. The fathers do not like each other. And so they do these little conniving all the way through, trying to make the wedding not happen. And then they all give in and say, let's do it. And then there's a surprise that the bride has in mind. So it's a lot of twists and turns about a wedding.
Okay, but and a little bit of comedy to go
A
along
lot
with
of
it?
comedy.
A lot of
It's
comedy.
all comedy.
All right.
I mean, weddings are always comedy, aren't they?
They sure are. Normally. Maybe in the
No.
end. Okay, now tell us, when is that again? And people can get tickets now for that?
That opens May 1st. Tickets are on sale now, and it runs till May 30th, toward the end of the month. And then we just got our brand new season brochure. They've been mailed yesterday.
Okay.
And we have a great blockbuster season next year.
Let me see one of those.
We are very privileged to get 2 brand new shows off of Broadway that I can't even announce yet until June 1st, but they are, let's just say, if you like Boots,
Okay.
you will like them. And then if you know, sometimes it's rotten, I can't say what it is.
Okay.
So those are little hints.
Little hints.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Oh, look at this, Matilda.
Matilda.
How sweet. Matilda,
Yes.
which is going to be great because that's a children's cast, and I love
Yes,
it when
it
you
is.
guys have children
Yes,
at
and
the
we have.
theater.
It's about a 15-show cast, so it's a great season. If you're interested in buying season tickets, call the theater. We'll mail you a brochure, or you'll see them around town, and pick one up and be a part of the family.
Awesome. And if you want to even be more part of the family, how can I get involved if maybe I want to come try out acting, you know, do that kind of thing?
Every one of our shows, we have an open audition. It's always on a Monday night, and so anybody can walk through the door. We teach you how to sing, we teach you how to dance, and we teach you how to act. And it's a great thing. It's about a 9-week commitment per show.
All right. Awesome, Tim. Thanks for being with us. You guys always do a fantastic job, and we're looking forward to this new season.
Well, thank you.
Guys. More coming up, right?
Yes.
All right. Stick around. We'll be back. All right, talking about an organization, Healthy Concepts. They are a leadership program for youth in the Myrtle Beach area. First, we're going to find out a little bit from Susan. Susan, tell me, a leadership program for youth, what does that mean and encompass? And then they're having a big fundraiser because, guys, they are a nonprofit and they need some funding right now. Susan?
Yes, we're an anti-bullying leadership program. We're a nonprofit organization that works to coordinate the community in order to help children, you know, with self-image and to combat bullying in a healthy and nurturing environment. We also give them tools to go forward, to empower them, to stand in and up to bullying.
Okay, well, something we see, you know, all too much of right now. But what you want to do is you want to bring these kids in, you want to mentor them, you want to teach them to be really just good citizens and good people in the area, but give them an outlet as well. Lisa, talk about that, giving these kids an outlet and somewhere to come and feel safe.
Yeah, so when the kids come to us, we first want to make sure that they understand that they have a voice and that they matter. And that's the most important thing. We are that bridge between the children and the parents. So these kids need another adult that they feel comfortable and safe talking to. And a lot of things have come up at our program that parents don't know. So we're able to be, like I said, be that bridge.
Sure, be an advocate for them as well. Okay, so as a nonprofit, you need to raise money because you want to be able to get back in and be with your kids and teach these kids. So talk about, you have a health fair coming up?
We do. We have a health fair this Sunday. Touch of Magic was kind enough to be able to put that together for us. We have lots of free activities going on that day. And we have a silent auction, so the community was kind enough and very generous enough to donate a bunch of stuff.
Awesome.
And the proceeds of that go to Healthy Concepts. So we need to be able to become accredited and get a curriculum so that we can get into the schools, which have been our downfall right now.
Yeah, right now. So right now you are in the middle, for everybody to know, they're in the middle right now. They need to become accredited so that they can get into the schools and really be able to help more children. Bullying on the rise, unfortunately, and that's not what we want to see, but we want to see children speak up more about it. Susan, tell us again when it is, where it is.
Yes, it's this Sunday between the hours of 11 and 3 at the Cooper House.
At the Cooper House, a great facility as well.
Yes.
All right, well, we're going to have you guys back on later on to talk about funding and some more stuff like that, but thank you for introducing Healthy Concepts to our viewers. All right, stick around, guys. We have more coming up. All right, a historic landmark in Myrtle Beach. Some of you may have heard of it, some of you may not. And so today we are going to tell you about Charlie's Place, founded in 1937, a supper club with lots of music, entertainment, and now trying to make some progress in bringing this back. I have Herbert Riley with me, and honestly, I'm going to let him do the talking because he knows all about Charlie's Place. Tell us, first of all, where is Charlie's Place? What was it in 1937? Tell us the vision.
Charlie's Place is on Carver Street. Carver Street is near the Convention Center, right off 21st Avenue. And Charlie's Place in 1937 was one of the best supper clubs in the South. It was the mother of all entertainment venues in Myrtle Beach, the mother of places like Carvet's Beach Club, or even the House of Blues. You had the top entertainers in the world, black entertainers, playing and staying there. And it was also a Green Book site. You've heard of the historic Green Book. Everybody knows about the Green Book now. But it was a Green Book site. It was listed in numerous Green Books.
All right, now your connection with it is actually Charlie's wife, Sarah, was somebody who you knew well. And Charlie died what year?
Charlie died in 1955, but Sarah was very, very close with my mother. I think they were hangout partners once upon a time.
Sure.
And she'd tell me all these stories about the bands and the people she had there.
Tell me some of those bands.
Well, Laura Fulton, who had a guy named Ray Charles playing piano for him, the Ink Spots, Count Basie, Cab Calloway, these people either stayed, played, or partied there. Some of them would just come there because it was such a nice place.
Sure.
And one big thing about it that separated it from other places at that time, this is in the 50s I'm talking about, you had whites and blacks not only coming there, but partying there. In fact, that's the place where the Shag was born.
Very, very cool. Real quick, some progress. We're going to have you back on the show to talk more about what you guys are doing now with Charlie's Place. Some progress you guys have made. You actually had somebody in New York, an exhibit in New York. Tell me about that real quick.
Okay, the exhibit in New York. The exhibit in New York was put on by the Green Book Chronicles at the Art Museum of New York.
All right.
And it stayed there for a month.
Okay.
Also, you know, we had a ETV documentary
Very good.
And some more things. There's Smithsonian's involved.
All right. Awesome. Well, so what we're going to do is we're going to get you back on the show. We're going to talk about more of the progress here, but we're just telling you guys a little bit. Mr. Charlie's Place right over there in Myrtle Beach. We'll be back. Hope you guys enjoyed the show today. And guess what? Tomorrow, kicking off the weekend with our Friday show, of course, our Fitness Friday. You don't want to miss myself and Cecil. We hope we've been entertaining you all along with our Fitness Friday workouts. You never know what's going to come up tomorrow. If you missed the show, check it out, WPDE.com. Click on Spotlight and then Carolina and Company Live. You'll see our show there. Have a fantastic afternoon. We'll see you guys later.
Carolina and Company Live is sponsored by the businesses, organizations, and groups featured in this program. The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect that of WPDE ABC 15, WWMB CW 21, or its employees.